Put your hands together for a second speaker for this evening, and he's going to be talking about MySQL. Give it up for Khalid. Yeah, selfie guy. Very nice.
Yeah. All right, I did this presentation in 2010, right? So I'm recycling it. So I've seen it again the first time again today. So let's see if this is still relevant. All right. Now, today I'll be speaking about how to be more awesome in MySQL, and most of the queries that I'm going to show you makes it easier for you to make API calls. Or basically do an API system. All right. Next. All right.
Okay. Cool. Your time's up.
All right. First of all, anybody who deals with PHP and MySQL, for instance, every day. Okay, the same response the last time I had it. All right. Can you read the screen? No. Okay. Anyway, let me explain this. Right. At the white area on top, that is the query, and that is the table that is underneath it. All right. So when you select all the all the fields of employees, these are the employees in the system. All right. Now, I'm gonna show you a bit of advanced MySQL code. Now, first of all, imagine you wanna do a query and you wanna just say, okay, you had a first name and you wanna say dash the department that person from. So you use a command, a function called concat. Anybody knew about concat? All right. Cool. So in the concat, there's a select ID, concat, the name, and then you can add some more stuff. So basically, I'm combining this and this together in one query. All right. So it's much more easier. Now, next function. Now, there is something called group concat. Imagine I want to get all the names of people in the tech department and all the names of the people in the management department and all of the people who are in, let's say, other departments. I just want to see all the people inside the departments, right? So all I do is say group concat by name, right? And then I do a group by department. So you see that Wuhan's name and Tristan are in the design, Alex, Justina are in manager, and Khalid, Prashant, and Kelvin, you remember us, we were still working there at that time, in the tech, right? So you could easily do that in one query. You can summarize everything with the group concat. All right, so now here's the API part. Imagine someone is calling you, I want to see all the people in the department of the tech, and I want to see it in a string. So you can easily break it down and just send it as a JSON call or JSON command or comma separated. This is how you do it. You can add a specific separator. Let's say, what's that called? The line thingy? Pipe. So now the same old query was Wuhan Tristan. Now the difference is Wuhan and Tristan are separated by a line. So you can add whatever you want, basically. Okay? Now there's some advanced thing coming out in a bit, so you can actually see how all of this work. Now, also, you can order by inside the group concat. So let's say I want to order by the name itself. So I can say group concat, the name of the person, order by name, and the separator is a pipe. You see? So you can actually use this in querying for APIs. Next. Descending. So you can actually do descending as well. Now, there is something much more nicer. Let's say you're in the States, you have a different way of displaying data, right? A different displaying dates. So you want to display by join date. Let's say I want to put the date, month, and the year. So it's similar like PHP, but slightly different. So basically, instead of displaying it in the original format, which is year, month, and date, you could actually do it in this format. So make it more easier. You can actually display it formatted already. You don't have to deal with it in the when you send it to the JavaScript or the browser. These are the calls. You cannot see it, so you can download later. Anyway, so the substring. Okay, this is awesome because if you have a string and you want to have if you want to call the first one, let's say I don't care the first. I have a query and I got the first 10, but I don't want the 10. I want just the first 3. So you can actually use substring index. It sounds horrible because it's called substring, yet you're calling it per item. You're grabbing it per item, right? So what you do is, let's say I want to have index. Let's say I have a apple, orange, mango, lemon, right? And I want to separate by a comma, and I get me the first one. So result is apple. 2, apple and orange. You can actually get them apple and orange. You can do the opposite, like PHP, -2, which means I get the last 2. So lemon and mango, lemon and mango. All right. I have 3 more minutes. 7 more minutes. Okay. 13 more minutes or 7 more minutes? 13. Wow. Okay. Now, here's the fun part. Imagine your end of the day. You want to do this. I want to get the longest serving employee in every department, right? In one query. So here's how you do it. You have the full table. Everybody's here. You get the first query, which say I want a group contact order by join date. So I'm gonna come out. I mean, I basically group it by the department and put the. Just basically order it by who came first, and then from there I grab the first one of every department, right? And then put them all together in one query, and you will see that who's the first one. Like, who's the first one in every, who's the longest service employee in every department? So you see me, Wuhan, and Alex in every one of them, right? It's just one query. But, the disclaimer, never do it. Do not do a sub-query in an in statement. That's the worst thing to do because it's really slow, right? What you do is separate them in 2 queries, get it in a string, and then inject it in the in statement as a string. Do not just do a double sub-queries. That's not good at all. It's really slow. Okay. Fun more stuff in MySQL you can do, which is if statements. Have you anybody tried if statements in MySQL before? All right. So imagine I want to see. This is a simple query. Like, let's say the gender. If the gender is male, I type man. If it is otherwise, type woman. That's what's happening, right? So Khalid is a man, Prashant is a man, Calvin is a man, and then the rest is Alex and Justina, woman. Right? Now, there's more cool stuff. In MySQL 5.1, most probably everybody's already on 5.1, right? Because this is 2010 when I came out with it. 2001 was not 5.1 was not the standard yet. So what you could do is you can have if statements at the where clause, right? So you can actually do fun stuff there. Now, you can actually do date differences as well. So you can actually do what's this? Okay, let's skip that. All right, so you can also do where clause case statements in MySQL. Anybody tried that before? Okay, so what's happening is you could basically do a cause, where cause statement within the query itself. So you can actually manipulate the results live. So let's say, put it this way, if I do not want to display the word tech as tech. I want to say geeky, right? So when I go through the query, and if I see the word tech, I can actually, if you see the word tech, put geek instead. In the new MySQLs, you can actually do case statements also in the where clause. One more thing I realized about the new MySQL, so you basically can ignore the first statement. The other one is you can do a sum without a group call anymore. You can just simply do that. So why? Imagine you have you want to get a sale of every day. Let's say you have a shop. You have sales every day, and you want to get every day's sales. So you can group by date directly with the sum. You don't have to do any more group calls. And that's it. Okay. I have 9 more minutes. What I'm trying to say is this was old, not rehearsed, and hopefully you guys get something out of it. If you want to ask me anything in MySQL later, give me a buzz.
Get up, Khalid, MySQL. He's slowly progressing into management. Yeah.